John, pagkarate mo?
Ito, tawag pa lang siya. Waka mo.
Resist na ito, di ba?
Oh, resist
Ikaw
na.
lang. Mag-start ng 130, resist na din mo.
Okay. Pero magsubay din mo, kaya pag i-isko na mo, hindi mo magsubay
130 mo. 130 mo.
Oo. Mabutak ka, kuya na. Pag-limpo mo yan. Okay. Ganit. Oo. Oo. I-resist na tayo.
Ikaw lang, Juan. Resist, ha? Oh, tawa, sorry. Sorry. Wala na.
138th regular session of the 27th SP is hereby called to order. All rise for invocation to be led by the Honorable BM Real Luis Linas, and please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem and the Bukidnon hymn.
Many worlds, strange thousand prayers, and still can't find the answer anywhere. Fighting off the light. To the last strands of your rope, may God give you eyes to see He's still greater, courage to rise and believe He's able. May God be your peace in the fire, your wise.
The holy presence of God, in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, as we gather here today for this regular session of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, we come before you with hearts full of gratitude and humility. We thank you for the opportunity to serve our community and seek your guidance in all our endeavors. Grant our wisdom and clarity as we deliberate on the matters before us. May our discussions be grounded in fairness, compassion, and steadfast commitment to the welfare of our people. Help us to work together harmoniously, setting aside our personal differences for the greater good of our province. Inspire us to make decisions that reflect your values in justice. May we be mindful of the impact of our actions and decisions on those we serve, and may we always strive to uphold the highest standards of public service. Bless our Vice Governor, board members, and staff with strength and discernment. Surround us with your grace and wisdom as we navigate the responsibilities entrusted us. We ask for your continued guidance and protection as we proceed with today's session. May our efforts be fruitful and our intentions pure. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
I long to it's silver waterfalls. This is what we see. In beauty they express the stranger sincere praise. Along and seas and goes, the canyons deep and wide. Remembering shrine, belong, belong. Where my heart used to be, in far away, the green of understood. Starry skies, where love and joy, where my heart used to be, in far away, the green understood. Starry skies, where love and joy.
Good afternoon, everyone. No? Uh, thank you, sir, for that very nice greetings. No? Uh, After our session, no, mag-invite ko sa inyo diha sa as usual diha sa atong victory birthday party, no, kanang two in one. Simple lang kayong preparasyon. Pinobre lang pero makabusog yapon. Ah, inato lang, Vice Gov. Okay. Daghang salamat.
They say that a woman with a voice is by definition a strong woman. And you have exemplified that in these hallowed halls of Sangguniang Panlalawigan. And you have overcome so many challenges in your life, both physically, career-wise, and everything. So we salute you for your contribution to the province of Bukidnon. Happy birthday, Mambing. Happy birthday. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Roll call. Provincial Vice Governor Clive D. Quino.
Here.
Board Member Mario Jr. B. Alvarez. Board Member Benito U. Baguio. Board Member Godofredo I. Balansag. Board Member Nemesio Jr. B. Beltran. Board Member Minerva C. Katsinabi. Board Member Lorenzo Jr. L. Dinlayan. Board Member Armando Jr. S. Evangelista. Board Member Ria Luis Linas. Board Member RBS Lieses. Board Member Holy Simon Santo, absent on special leave, the Chair. Board Member Elicer Isunahon. Board Member Joseph D. Palmada. Board Member Ranolfo Jose Jr. GP Pito. Board Member Rodrigo A. Rosal. Mr. Chair, there are 14 out of 15 members of this August body who are present inside this session hall. There is a quorum.
There being a quorum, the 138th regular session is hereby in order. Before I recognize the majority floor leader, I also would like to recognize the presence of our newly elected board member of the 2nd District of Bukidnon, Kuya Marlon Dinlayan. Welcome, sir. Congratulations to you. Yes. Majority floor leader, you're recognized.
Yes. Thank you very much, Honorable Presiding Officer. Good afternoon. Mr. Chairman, proceeding to the approval of the calendar of our business of today's session, Mr. Chairman. This includes also the approval of the minutes of our previous regular session, Mr. Chairman. And for now, we have 10 items for the first reading, 3 items for the second reading, 1 item under the question hour, 7 items under the unfinished business, 8 items under the other communication, and we have also in the privilege hour, Mr. Chairman, we have 1 item. In our addendum 1, Mr. Chairman, 1 item the first reading, 1 item under the communication. Moving for the approval of the calendar of business as presented, Mr. Chairman.
Being none, motion is approved.
Thank you very much, Honorable Presiding Officer. As to the minutes of the 137th regular session,
The 137th regular session is hereby approved.
Mr.
Budget of Pangantukan, Bukidnon for fiscal year 2025 in the total amount of 364 million 372,550 pesos in the general fund and 61,416,000 for the local economic enterprise authority and appropriating the necessary funds for the purpose.
Yes, Majority Floor.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Secretary. Proceeding, Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval the following, Mr. Chair. Item number 1, this will be referred to the
Objections, comments? Being none, motion is approved.
Honorable Presiding Officer, proceeding to the privilege hour, Mr. Chairman, and may we now recognize a gentleman coming from the 2nd Legislative District, the Honorable Board Member Juni Dinlayan, for his privilege, Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Dinlayan is recognized for his privileged speech. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ayong hapon ng atong tanan.
Maayong na hapon.
Magluya man. The Honorable Presiding Officer, Vice Governor Clive Quino, sir, distinguished members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, esteemed colleagues, and respected constituents. And also, wala po pabor sa akong anak, si Kuya Marlon Dinlayan. Kanya din kauban sa iyang mga future staff po niya. Maragway mahapon kanayalan.
Managway mahapon.
We gather today in the quiet aftermath of the midterm elections at a critical juncture for Bukidnon. The campaign fervor has subsided and now the true works begins. As we have done in the past, Sanggunians, our shared commitment to Bukidnon's progress and well-being unites us regardless of political affiliations. This election powerfully demonstrated the strength of our democracy. The remarkable voter turnout reflects our constituents' unwavering faith in the power of their voices. As elected officials, we are entrusted with the sacred duty to honor that faith by translating their mandate into tangible improvements in their lives. The election results, while reflecting the choices of our people, also present a unique opportunity for collaboration and reflection. Kaya lagi ang atong saad kanila mauman ang pagtagad sa ilang mga panginahanglan, iniusa ang pagpanerbisyo sa walay pagpili sa tanang ang sa atong katilingban. We must transcend beyond our limitations. We must now work together, hand in hand, as partners in progress to confront the challenges facing our province. This demands a renewed commitment to transparency, accountability, and good governance. The bedrock upon which sustainable progress is built, we must ensure that efficient and effective use of public funds, prioritizing projects that directly benefit our constituents and address their most pressing needs. Kaya ang mabulahan ining tanan ato mang kinabag-ang duot sa katawhan. This includes initiatives to alleviate poverty, expand access to quality education and healthcare, and foster sustainable economic opportunities. To achieve this, I propose a strategic multi-pronged approach, comprehensive program review, a thorough evaluation for current legislative measures, our resolutions and ordinances passed, including our programs and projects, will identify the areas for improvement and ensure strategic resource allocation. Private sector partnership. We must actively engage the private sector as our active partners for development, leveraging their expertise and resources to stimulate economic growth and job creation. Enhance disaster preparedness, given Bukidnon's geographical vulnerability, strengthen our disaster preparedness and response mechanism is paramount. Strategic infrastructure development, investing in critical infrastructure projects will enhance connectivity and accessibility throughout the province, laying the foundation for lasting economic growth and improved quality of life. Let us embrace this new term with renewed energy and a shared vision for a brighter future for Bukidnon. Let us not merely govern, but lead, leading with integrity, collaboration, and a deep commitment to serving the people of our province. Let this be remembered not for political differences, but for unprecedented progress and prosperity we achieved together. Lastly, for the winners, congratulations. And for those who did not make it, better luck next time. Anyway, bisag bago pa naman ang eleksyon, pero akong kapamation, 2028 na pirmi ang ilang i-mention. So sa ato pa, 2 short ang 3 years. Pero I hope nga dili lang eleksyon ang nasa atong nuna, kundi ang pagpanirbisyo sa atong katawhan. With that, Mr. Chair, madakol salamat tungkay na ulinan ko'y hipagbabaya. Thank you. That will be the end of my speech, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Dinlayan, sa splendid speech. Tikim na to. Yes, majority floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that the manifestations made by our colleague, Mr. Chairman, the privileged hour, the Honorable Board Member Delayan, be form part of our record, Mr. Chair.
Objections, comments? There being none, motion is approved.
Six items of it, Mr. Chairman, they're all the water permit applicants. But as we conducted, Mr. Chairman, and one item under the unfinished business is the this is regarding on the almost 2 billion project. This was supposedly discussed by us by the Department of Public Works and Highways together with the from our provincial engineer, Mr. Chairman, but it seems that they are not here today. So for this item number 7 be deferred for our approval. This is subject again for the presentation on our invited guest on the during the question hour on next session, Mr. Chairman. So for now, Mr. Chairman, as we conducted the committee meeting this morning, Mr. Chairman, together with the honorable board member in line, Barangay Patpat, Malibalay City. Again, filed by Gamma Foods Corporation. This is a 5.0 livestock racing again, and also X-2025-03-0727, filed by Gamma Foods Corporation. This is in Mambong, Libuna, Bukidnon. Again, 1.2 liter per second livestock racing. So moving for the proceeding of this posting, Mr. Chairman, for 15 calendar days in the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Bulletin Board, and no certification shall be issued upon the submission of all the requirements accorded by this office of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. So moving for that purpose, Mr. Chair.
Objections, comments? There being none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Proceeding to we will now proceed, Mr. Chairman, to the business for the day, Honorable Presiding Officer. For item number 1, Mr. Chairman, this will be reported by our Vice Chairman of the Committee on Tourism, a gentleman coming from the 4th Legislative District. May we now recognize Honorable Presiding Officer, a gentleman coming from the 4th Legislative District, the Honorable Board Member Dr. RJ Pipito.
Double Pipito is recognized. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First item is a joint committee report on the Committees on Beautification and Tourism and on Rules and Privileges, to which was referred Ordinance Number 237, Series of 2025, from the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Granting Accreditation to Public and private local tourist attractions, cultural properties, historical markers, monuments, shrines, and private tourist destination operators of tourism properties within the municipality of Lantapan, province of Bukidnon. Mr. Chair, the accreditation process acknowledges the vital role of LGUs in enhancing local tourism by ensuring that tourism-related establishments meet quality standards and gain access to national, promotional, and capacity building programs. Through this ordinance, the LGU of Lantapan commits to supporting accredited entities by facilitating marketing campaigns, promotional events, and visibility on national and international platforms. Rooted in the framework provided by Republic Act Number 9593, also known as the Tourism Act of 2009, and guided by its provisions on tourism governance and enterprise accreditation, this initiative strengthens the role of the local government unit in tourism development. Given Lantapan's wealth of natural, historical, and cultural sites, this ordinance plays a key role in boosting tourism revenue, improving visitor experiences, and preserving the municipality's heritage. By providing a structured mechanism for accreditation, the LGU aims to uplift local tourism enterprises, increase economic opportunities, and position Lantapan as a premier destination in Bukidnon. After a careful review and study, it is found that Ordinance Number 237 Series of 2025, enacted on February 11, 2025, from the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, is in accordance with pertinent laws, rules, and regulations, and finds no legal infirmities. Furthermore, the concerned Sangguniang Bayan has duly complied with the mandatory requirements for posting and publication of the said ordinance. Considering the foregoing, the committee is hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance Number 237 Series of 2025 from the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, for being in accordance with the law and within the scope of authority of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to pass. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
Objections, comments? There being none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Pipito.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before we will proceed to item number 2, Mr. Chairman, I made some amendment on my motion for the approval, and for posting, Mr. Chairman. Again, for the Barangay Local Government Unit of Pagan, and as well as Barangay Local Government Unit of Balangigay, they will be invited, Mr. Chair, to be in our committee meeting next Tuesday, 9 o'clock in the morning, because I made some manifestation, Mr. Chairman, that it was also included for including the Kalapaton. So the Kalapaton is not already included for the invitation because I made some motion for the approval of the proceeding of those posting, Mr. Chairman, including the water in Libuna as well as the Gama. So the invited guest, Mr. Chairman, during the committee meeting is Barangay Unit of Pagan, Balangigay, as well as the City Water District of Malaybalay. So I made some, I move for that amendment, Mr. Chairman.
Objections, comments? Amendments are approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Proceeding to item number 2, may we now recognize, Mr. Chairman, our ex officio board member, Mr. Chairman, the Honorable Board Member Balansag, Mr. Chair.
Honorable Balansag is recognized. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Item number 2 is a joint committee report of the Committees on Barangay and Local Government and Roles and Privileges, number 2025-B086 and the number 2025-R-3349 of the 27th SP. Mr. Chairman, the Committees on Barangay and Local Government and Roles and Privileges, to which was referred Municipal Ordinance number 2024-527, approved on April 23, 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Baungon, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Mandating All Barangays and Sangguniang Kabataan within the Municipality of Baungon, Bukidnon to submit their annual budget. Have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendation. Findings: the subject ordinance seeks to mandate all barangays and Sangguniang Kabataan within the Municipality of Baungon, Bukidnon to submit their annual budget. The submission of annual budget by barangays and Sangguniang the Local Government Code. It sets a definite deadline for the budget submission to allow sufficient time for review and a consolidation by the Local Finance Committee. The submissions of annual budget earlier before the deadline is to avoid occurrence of late review and letting the barangay councils disburse their annual budget before its approval. After careful review and study, it is found that the Municipal Ordinance Number 2024-527 approved on April 23, 2025 is in accordance with the existing laws, rules, and regulations. Recommendation: considering the foregoing, the committees hereby recommend for the approval of Municipal Ordinance Number 2024-527 approved on April 23, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Baongon, Bukidnon, for being proper and in accordance with the law and within the scope of authority of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to pass. So recommending for approval, Mr. Chairman.
Objections, comments? There being none, motion is approved. Thank you, Honorable Balansag.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Proceeding to the last item in the business for the day, Mr. Chairman, item number 3. This will be reported to us by a gentleman coming from 4th Legislative District, the Honorable Board Member, Dr. RJ Pipit.
Honorable Pipito is recognized again. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Item number 3, from the Committees on Civil Service and on Rules and Privileges, to which is referred Ordinance number 2025-16, from the Sangguniang Bayan of Dangkagan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Establishing the Organizational Structure and Staffing Pattern of the Municipality of Dangkagan, Province of Bukidnon. Mr. Chair, the ordinance seeks to establish the organizational structure and staffing pattern in the Municipality of Dangkagan, Bukidnon to meet the present demand of a very functional and responsive government institution. The committees found that 1. In general comments, only vacant positions should be modified. 2. Other offices and positions not provided under Section 3 and 4 of the CSC Memorandum Circular Number 12, Series of 2022, may be created by LGUs, provided that they are the priority needs as identified by the local chief executive, the Sanggunian and or the local development councils concerned, consistent with Section 17 RE number 7160, provided further that the mandatory positions shall be created, and the staffing pattern of the municipal vice mayor's office was not included in the submitted OSSP. And next, review all organizational structures in the ordinance. Administrative support services section should be named and placed in the organizational structure of the office as follows. First, in the Office of the Municipal Treasurer, the Municipal Government Assistant Department Head 1 generic position title should be accompanied by Assistant Municipal Treasurer as the parenthetical title from Sections 471 of RE 7160. Next, Office of the Municipal Mayor, Private Secretary 2 position title should be changed to Senior Administrative Assistant 3 or Private Secretary 2 effective July 1, 2025, and Administrative Officer 4, Administrative Officer 3 position title should be changed to Administrative Officer 4, Information Officer 2 as per CSC Memorandum Circular Number 12, Series of 2022, Annex B-1. Next, Office of the Municipal Environment and Natural Resources Officer, Administrative Aid 3, Driver 2 position title should be changed to Administrative Aid 3, Driver 1, and salary grade for the Local Revenue Collection Officer 3 should be changed to 18 as per LBC 137. And next is the Office of the Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer, Administrative Officer 1, Supplies Officer 1, position title should be changed to Administrative Officer 1, Supply Officer 1, and then the Office of the Municipal Assessor, Administrative Officer 2, Records Officer 1, position title should be changed to Administrative Officer 1, Records Officer 1. Mr. Chair, the committees, after careful study and review, hereby recommend to refer back Ordinance Number 2025-16 to its origin for compliance with the stated findings. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
Objections, comments? There being none, motion is approved.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, proceeding to the new business for the day for item number 4. This supposedly reported to us by a gentleman coming from the 2nd Legislative District, but he is on a special leave, Mr. Chairman. So I move that this item number 4 be deferred, Mr. Chairman.
Did he leave any requests for the Vice Chair to make the report?
I have no idea that he had made some communication, Mr. Chair. So I think for this item, so moving for deferment of this item, Mr. Chair.
Objections, comments? There being none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer, for the last 3 items, Mr. Chairman, and this will be reported by this representation for item number 5, Mr. Chairman. This is eventually a renewal of accreditation of the G22M construction services as the contractor to engage business with the provincial government of Bukidnon, having established that this firm has fully complied with the necessary obligation, essential requirements to transact business as per evaluation conducted by the Bids and Awards Committee. And this letter is coming from the endorsement from our back chairman, Mr. Chairman. Thus, I move for the approval of the renewal of the accreditation of the G22M construction services, Mr. Chair.
Objections, comments? There being none, motion is approved.
For item number 6, Mr. Chairman, this is again a letter coming from Mirijin L. Dominguez, the head permit section of the National Water Resources Board, requesting our Secretary of Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Bukidnon, for the posting for a period of 15 calendar days in the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Bulletin Board with the permit application filed by the Valencia City Water District. For this matter, Mr. Chairman, requiring 500 liters per second intended for municipal. And for this matter, Mr. Chairman, I move for the invitation during our meeting on 9 o'clock this coming Tuesday, Mr. Chairman. This will be on May 27. 27, 9 o'clock in the morning, Mr. Chairman. Together with those Malaybalay City Water District, as I have bid manifestation just a while ago, Mr. Chairman. So moving for the invitation, Mr. Chairman. And this item be also subject for the committee meeting on next Tuesday, Mr. Chair.
Next Tuesday?
Yeah.
How many committee hearings do we have scheduled on next Tuesday?
For the Committee Environmental Protection, Mr. Chairman, 9 o'clock in the morning, only one. But they have several water permit applicants, Mr. Chair.
Water permit applicants.
Yeah,
And then I believe the committee hearing also for the committee on tourism
Yeah.
has been also moved because
Yes.
of the unavailability of the resource person.
Yeah.
So
That would be on
the same day.
the same day. I think, Mr. Chair, I have to start early.
You have to start at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8:30 lang, Mr. Chair.
8:30.
Yeah.
Okay. Pwede
I
naman
think-
mahangyo.
I think
Okay. So 8:30 for the
8:30.
committee on environment.
and tourism on 9:30.
Tourism on 9:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Any
you.
second? We'll probably say the motion is approved.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Thank you, sir.
Proceeding to item number 7, Mr. Chairman. This is actually a authored by our provincial vice governor, our presiding officer, and co-authored by all the members of this province. If the author will allow this representation,
Yes,
Mr. Chairman.
please go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. This is a resolution expressing the vehement and unequivocal support to the Sangguniang Bayan of Kibawe, Resolution number 036, series of 2025, entitled Resolution earnestly requesting and appealing to the Department of Education Secretary Honorable Juan Edgardo Sani M. Angara through the Public Schools Division Superintendent Victoria V. Gaso, PhD, CS5, to allocate and donate a portion of land, preferably 5 hectares out of the 24 hectares area of land at Kibawe Central School, Kibawe, Bukidnon, for the establishment of Central Mindanao University, Kibawe Campus. Pwede ba namin mapadagpo-dagpuan, eh? Whereas the municipality of Kibawe, through its duly constituted Sangguniang Bayan, passed resolution number 036, series of 2055, earnestly requesting and appealing the Department of Education through the Honorable Secretary Juan Edgardo Sani Mugara, the Public School Division Superintendent Victoria V. Gaso, PhD, CSO5, to allocate and donate a portion of land within the Kibawi Central School, the establishment of the tertiary level satellite campus of the Central Mindanao University in the said municipality. Whereas the proposed site of the CMU Kibawi campus encompasses approximately 5 hectares out of the total 24 hectares of the government-owned and located within the premises of Kibawi Central School, East Kibawi, Kibawi, Bukidnon, and has been identified as suitable and viable for this proposed academic development. Whereas the establishment of the CMU Extension Campus in Kibawi will significantly enhance access to affordable and quality tertiary education among students from the low-income families, not only from Kibawi but also from adjacent municipalities in the southern Bukidnon and nearby provinces. Whereas Section 1 of the Article 19 of the 1987 Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines mandates the state to promote the right of all citizens to quality education at all levels and shall take appropriate steps to make such education accessible for all. Whereas the Central Mindanao University, based in Muswan, Maramag, Bukidnon, is a nationally recognized institution of higher learning and has since 2020 conducted extension classes in the municipality of Kibawi, offering the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, successfully producing its first batch of graduates in May 2024. Whereas the positive response of the CMU President, Dr. Rolito G. Ibalye, and his administration towards the establishment of the proposed Kibawi campus demonstrate a strong institutional readiness and collaborative intent necessary to materialize this academic initiative. Whereas the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Bukidnon fully supports initiatives that promote inclusive education, human capital development, and equitable access to higher learning as key pillars for the regional development and poverty alleviation. Whereas it is a collective belief of this august body that the proposed CMU Kibawi campus will not only alleviate educational disparity but also serve as the catalyst for a rural development and inter-local government unit collaboration within the province. Now therefore be it resolved as it is hereby resolved by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Bukidnon in session duly assembled, a resolution expressing vehement and unequivocal support to the Sangguniang Bayan of Kibawi Resolution number 036, series of 2025, entitled Resolution earnestly requesting and appealing to the Department of Education Secretary Honorable Juan Edgardo Mugara through the Public School Division Superintendent Victoria V. Gaso, PhD CSO 5, to allocate and donate a portion of the land, preferably 5 hectares, out of the 24-hectare area of land at Kibawi Central School, Kibawi, Bukidnon, for the establishment of Central Mindanao University, Kibawi Campus. Resolved further that copies of this resolution be furnished to the Honorable Secretary of Education, Juan Edgardo Sani Imugara, the Public School Division Superintendent, Dr. Victoria V. Gaso, CSO 5, the University President of the Central Mindanao University, Dr. Rolito G. Ibalye, the Office of the Municipal Mayor of Kibawi, Mayor Rinaldo Is-Ang Rabanes, and the Office of the Provincial Governor of Bukidnon, Rogelio Nel Piroque, for the information and appropriate action. Signed by the Provincial Vice Governor, Honorable Clive D. Quino. So for this matter, Mr. Chairman, I move for the passage of this resolution, Mr. Chair.
Unanimously seconded. The motion is hereby approved. Comments? The minority floor?
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you. The whereas clauses are beautifully worded, Mr. Chair. However, I have a strong reservation as to the use of the word vehement in the title, Mr. Chair, because the adjective vehement is often associated with anger. So,
Anger?
yes. Oh, we might as
Okay.
well
So how would
use,
you like it worded then?
let's make it simple, use a simple adjective like strong, a resolution expressing strong and unequivocal support. So, sa pailain diha, basta ayaw lang ng vehement, kaya it's murabag, I vehemently disagree, Mr. Chairman. Ana mo na siya
Powerful. It means powerful,
ana ang
impassioned,
paggamit sa iya.
deeply felt, forcibly expressed.
Oo.
Okay. The author is amenable to the suggestion of the minority floor.
Okay, thank you.
So in its place, yes.
So,
Honorable Kasinabe.
Suggestion, Your Honor. Can we also copy furnished to Senator Mig Suberi because we know Senator Angara and Senator Subiri is a very close friend, so that
Yes,
he can also talk to Senator.
sure.
Thank you.
The author is also amenable to the said suggestion. Thank you, Honorable Kasinabe.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So moving for the passage of resolution as amended, Mr. Chair,
As amended.
as manifested by our minority floor leader and gentle lady coming from the 3rd District, Honorable Kasinabi and our minority floor leader, Honorable Beltran. So moving for that amendment, Mr. Chair.
Unanimously seconded. The resolution is hereby approved as amended. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. So we will now proceed to the third and final reading, Mr. Chairman, and the other communication, since we have no item in the third and final reading, Mr. Chair. So I move for the following, Mr. Chair. Item number 1, this will be forwarded to the Committee on Laws for information and appropriate action. Item number 2 and 3, this will be noted. 4, be forwarded to the Committee on Public Service and Utilities for information and appropriate action. Item number 5, be forwarded to the Committee on Ways and Means, Trade and Industry for information and reference. Item number 6, Mr. Chairman, this will be forwarded to the Committee on Appropriation for information and reference. And item number 7, Honorable Presiding Officer, this will be forwarded to a gentle lady from the 3rd Legislative District, Honorable Board Member Kasinabe, for information and reference. Item number 8 be forwarded to the author, Mr. Chairman, again to the gentle lady from the 3rd Legislative District, Honorable Board Member Kasinabe, for information and appropriate action. So item number 9, Mr. Chairman, this will be referred to the gentleman coming from the 4th Legislative District, Honorable Board Member Rosal, Mr. Chair. So moving for the approval as those items enumerated, Mr. Chair.
Objections, comments? There being none, motion is approved.
Before we will proceed to the other matters, Mr. Chairman, to the board members' time and secretary's time, Mr. Chairman. So may we now recognize, Mr. Chairman, our minority floor leader, the Honorable Board Member Attorney June Beltran, Mr. Chair, for this item.
What is that?
And this will be included as item number 8, Mr. Chairman, in the order of business for the new business for the day, Mr. Chairman, of today's order of business, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Objections, comments? There being none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is regarding on the resolution commending and congratulating, Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Minority Floor is recognized. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor. This is a congratulatory proposed resolution commending and congratulating the province of Bukidnon for being ranked top 1 among the top 10 provinces in Mindanao with the highest locally sourced income based on the 2024 fiscal data from the Bureau of Local Government Finance. So according to the record from the BLGF, Mr. Chair, the following provinces are on the top 10. Bukidnon, 1.125.79 million, Davao de Oro second, Cotabato third, South Cotabato, and then Misamis Oriental, Lanao del Norte, Misamis Occidental, Agusan del Sur, Zamboanga del Sur, and Davao del Sur. So this is on top of the earlier distinction that we received, Mr. Chair, that the province of Bukidnon is also number 1 in the GDP or the gross value added in terms of our contribution to agricultural produce of the Republic of the Philippines. So this achievement reflects the unwavering commitment of the provincial government of Bukidnon under the leadership of Governor Roque and to the provincial government of Bukidnon officials, including this body, to strengthen fiscal autonomy, enhance economic productivity, and improve the delivery of basic services. Moving for the approval and adoption of this proposed resolution.
Objections, comments? There being none, motion is approved. Yes, Majority Floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think that the resolution of our minority floor leader, Mr. Chairman, this will be handed to our provincial governor together with our provincial vice governor in the convocation, diba, on the month of June Junto. Para di din absent kayo, di mo ninom, absent man eh. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah. So, proceeding, Mr. Chairman, to the board members' time, Honorable Presiding Officer. Yeah, we will now proceed to other matters. But before we will recognize the gentleman from the first legislative district, if I may be allowed to recognize, Mr. Chairman, for my other matters, Mr. Chair.
Yes,
Thank
go
you.
ahead.
Okay.
Unless the gentleman will
Yeah.
yield. You will deem
Thank
the
you.
majority floor?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Well, he has the mic, so you have no choice.
And I have also here, Mr. Chairman, a proposed ordinance. This is an ordinance institutionalizing equality management system through continual ISO certification in the Sangguniang Panlalawigan province of Bukidnon, providing funds therefore and for other purposes, Mr. Chair. So I think this matter also be subject for the committee meeting, Mr. Chair, on Tuesday na lang sa siguro po, in the 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning, Mr. Chair.
And who would you like to invite?
Of course, our secretary and our budget officer for this purpose.
Budget officer.
Diba? Budget officer, secretary.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And of course, if our presiding officer also be present during the time.
That's next Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah, because this is together with the katong mga bato man siguro to, katong mga tourism officer.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I think you will also be here on the next Tuesday, Mr.
Yeah, sure. I'll
Sige.
be here. I'll be
Our
here.
Vice Governor, the author of this ordinance, together with our budget officer and our secretary, this is relative for our ISO.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
And also, Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Secretary, by the way, please make the
this is
necessary
also a
Yes, Mr. Chair. Noted, Mr. Chair.
committee, that is in the Committee on Laws, in the Committee on, because this is authored by Honorable Board Member Attorney Hollis Monsanto and co-authored by a gentleman from the first legislative district. This is regarding an ordinance prohibiting an authorized body or accessory modification for motorcycle vehicles within the province of Bukidnon, providing penalties thereof. I think ako lang i-refer dito sa committee ni Unahon, pwede? I would like this item be referred to the committee. This is subject again for the committee meeting for this ordinance. So moving that this item be referred to the Committee on Public Utilities, Mr. Chair, chaired by Honorable Larry Unahon. This ordinance is authored by Attorney Monsanto and co-authored by. Yeah.
What's the title of that ordinance?
An ordinance prohibiting the unauthorized body or accessory modification to motorcycle vehicles within the province of Bukidnon and providing the penalties thereof. Bura-bura.
Okay, we will see. For as long as I believe there's already a national law to that effect, no?
Yeah.
But maybe you have further
Agree.
details that you want to. Then okay, let's have it. So that's included in the next committee hearing.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
I don't know if this only be referred to the Committee on Public
referred
Utilities.
first.
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
Wasn't that referred already last session? Or this is the first time that this has been presented to this body?
Actually, it was referred to the Committee on Laws, but I think it is more appropriate, Mr. Chairman, when the chairman of the Public Utilities, because he is also amenable for this referral, Mr. Chairman, because this is authored by Attorney Monsanto.
Okay. So rather than referring it to them, since it's still a law, it is an ordinance, so
Yes,
the joint committee.
joint committee.
Okay.
Yeah.
It will be a joint committee. Okay. So
But
when so
don't
it's
know,
now
Mr.
for
Chair.
referral, but dili pa siya
It's scheduled.
i-dili pa schedule.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
And lastly, Mr. Chairman, this is in the Committee on Honorable Chair.
Yeah.
It was referred to the Committee
Any
on
second?
Public Utilities.
More probably seconded, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Proceeding to the last item by this representation, Mr. Chairman, this is regarding on the letter dated March 17, 2025. The Honorable, can I proceed to read this
Go
communication
ahead, sir.
letter, Mr.
Go
Chair?
ahead, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. This is received on March 25, 2025. The Honorable Vice Governor Clive Diquino and the Honorable Members of Sangguniang Panlalawigan Province of Bukidnon through Attorney Apollo Magwali, Secretary of the Sanggunian. Your Honors, the petition from the Sagayna Clan Binibunan Miners Association Incorporated, represented by Mr. Arnel S. Sagayna, seeks the declaration of the 120-hectare parcel of land in Barangay Gilang-Gilang, Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon as a Minahang Bayan or People's Small-Scale Mining Area in accordance with the DENR Administrative Order number 2022-03 and the revised implementing rules and regulation of the Republic Act 7060, known as the People's Small-Scale Mining Act of 1991. As discussed during the Provincial Mining Regulatory Board of Bukidnon meeting on October 11, 2024, it was resolved that the petition be forwarded to your office for the issuance of the favorable endorsement of the petition to proceed with the declaration as per Section 9, Paragraph A5 of the Department Administrative Order number 2022-03 of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. The petitioner shall file with the board a petition for declaration of an area as Minahang Bayan, specifying therein the coverage of the proposed area described in the geographic coordinates of at least 4 corners of the proposed area following the meridional block system under Section 11 hereof. Within 5 days upon the receipt of the petition, the board shall forward the same to the following: all the Sangguniang concerned for the purpose of the pertinent provisions of Section 26 and 27 of Republic Act 7160. At least the majority of the Sangguniang concerned shall endorse the declaration that the proposed Minahang Bayan. In case of an opposition of the Sangguniang concerned, said opposition shall be filed within 15 days from the receipt of the notice with the Board of Resolution. Attached here are the PAMBI resolution sketch plan of the applied area and petition letter for your review and consideration. Thank you. Very truly yours, Provincial Governor Rogelio Nel Pirroque. Mr. Chairman, this is again the application of the Minahan ng Bayan in Barangay Gilang-Gilang of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, Mr. Chair. So, as
Who is
Chair,
the applicant?
Sagayna Clan,
Sagayna.
Mr. Arnel D. Sagayna of Gilang-Gilang. Are you familiar with this? This
I'm
is a
familiar with the-
120 hectare, Mr. Chair.
Sagayna. I'm familiar with the, but I'm not particular with the.
So for this matter, Mr. Chairman, I think I made some schedule of the Benro, Ma'am Cici Lignar, together with the Committee on Environmental Protection, Mr. Chairman, for a committee hearing. Hearing na siya, Mr. Chair. This will be on karong Friday.
This Friday? Why?
Ato pa mo siyang March, Mr. Chair. March, April, May. 2 months.
Yeah, March, but it was just presented to us now. Diba? So it has to go through the whole process.
Okay. So I think this will be on sa 27, matano? On 29? 28 lang siguro, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
28. On 28.
Next, Tuesday after next.
Yeah, after our session, Mr. Chair. Because we still have on the month of May. March pa magunin, di ba? March, April, May. At least we have 2 months.
Okay.
Sa reason for tanin, Mr. Chair, nga na-delay tagamay kay election man sa.
Oh.
So po kayo nga
Okay.
schedule kayo mga
So make the proper motion so that will be.
So moving for the invitation of the Benro, Ma'am Cici Lignar, regarding on the application of the Minahan ng Bayan Gilang-Gilang,
Yeah.
together with Mr. Sagayna Clan. Sagayna, kasi ni Arnel Sagayna,
Yeah, and we ask also if the local government unit of
Barangay
Manolo Fortich,
Manolo Fortich, as well as Barangay,
Yeah.
Mr. Chair.
the
Yeah.
Benro,
The Benro,
the Menro,
the Menro, as
The
well as the
Menro.
Barangay siguro, Mr. Chair.
huh?
Barangay Gilang-Gilang, kanang ilang
Yes.
Barangay Gilang-Gilang. Barangay Captain Gilang-Gilang. Yeah.
Barangay Captain of
Sige.
Gilang-Gilang.
on May 28, 9 o'clock in the morning. So moving for that purpose, Mr. Chair.
Yes,
For
and a
invitation.
second. Motion approved.
Thank you,
And-
Mr. Chairman.
And
Maybe
please also include the mayor or a representative of the mayor.
Yeah.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Before may we recognize, Mr. Chair, Board Member Onahon, and also after Onahon, Board Member Rosal, Mr. Chair.
Yes,
In the
Honorable
board member
Nahon.
time, Mr.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you,
Oh,
Your Honor. I would like to invite, since on Tuesday we're already fully occupied during our committee, so I just like to have a schedule on the 2nd of June. I'd like to invite, yes, the committee. I'd like to invite Busico to, Monday, 3rd of June. 3rd of June. The Buseco and if Buseco too, if possible ang ilang manager gyud na tong istorya ron isa ra kaagi. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
May I know the purpose and concern, Mr. Chair?
Your Honor.
The concern and the purpose, Mr. Chair?
Yes, they have their
Yes, what is the purpose of the invitation, Honorable Onahon?
yes, they're requesting for their certification.
May I read, Mr. Chair? The
Yes.
purpose is, this is with regard to the communication coming from Busico on application for confirmation and approval of calculations of over and under recoveries in the implementation of automatic cost adjustment and through up mechanism for period 2022 to 2024.
Adjustment of the rates? What was that?
This more or less adjustment of the rate, Mr. Chair, because this they will discuss the calculation of over and under recoveries in the implementation of automatic cost adjustment.
Over and under recoveries.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
It turns out, it levels out gyapon. Over recover, under recover, level lang gyapon. Di gyapon maubos.
Upsetting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sige, what is the pleasure of Honorable Onahon
Yes, I would like to invite them, Your Honor.
for a committee hearing?
Yes, for a committee hearing. And there's another request in the item 4.
May I suggest that since this is a very important matter, considering that it involves our rates, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sa ato ang kuan, is the body amenable to having them invited during the question hour? Okay. This is an
yes,
an
yes, Your
adjustment
Honor.
on the rates.
Yes, yes.
Sinong mo taas na po ni sa baka.
Mas maayo invite nato sila
Well, that is subject to the pleasure of the members.
on the 27th.
Yeah, on the 27th. No, don't stop it. Let it play. Mr. DJ.
Are we fine with Mr. Chair? Considering that we have also invited the DPWH.
DPWH. What is the matter with DPWH, gani?
This is with regard to the conditional implementation of various projects all throughout the province
Conditional
of Bukidnon.
implementation. The various projects involving which municipalities?
All throughout Bukidnon, Mr. Chair, charged to GAA.
Yeah.
Throughout Bukidnon?
Yeah,
Mr.
this
Chair.
is all the projects. If I may be allowed, Mr. Chair,
Yes, go ahead.
this is amounted to almost 2 billion, Mr. Chair. Projects, entire province coming from the General Appropriation Act, Mr. Chair.
2 billion.
Almost 2 billion. Ako nang total murag 100 million lang siguro aya ni sa magto.
So ni mga dalan, no? Mga dalan.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At ilang mga projects ano Mr. Chair, naiuban ani nga tag 200 million.
Were the LGUs informed already? Kung
Actually,
asa?
these are already
Anyway, let's settle first the issue of course.
Yes.
Before we jump to that. Let's settle first. So,
Yeah.
so DPWH, this is with respect to the 2 billion project, no, all over the kuan. So that will be next kuan,
Next session, Mr. Chair.
next session during the question hour.
Supposedly, today's session,
Wala sila gito nga. How sure are we that they will again?
They were notified last week, Mr. Chair, and after follow-up, Mr. Chair, the communication was still at the receiving section, Mr. Chair.
Still at the receiving section?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Sayang, wala ito maka-contempt diri sa atong Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Anyway, so we're still hopeful that they will appear before this August body next week.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Who invited them? Board Member Palmada. Okay. So would you like after the DPWH that we will entertain Buseco? Or we'll schedule Buseco for another session? May urgent mo ha, Honorable Rosal. Okay.
We can, maybe, Your Honor, we can maybe set on the 3rd of June.
3rd of June. Okay.
Buseco.
Okay, Buseco. Sige, okay.
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 Yes, there are 2 items. Sa itong isang item
The motorcycle, di ba? Motor?
now, there are 2 items of the Buseco concern. Item number 4.
Okay, this time.
Item number 4 refers to a resolution approving the renewal of franchise of Buseco 2 Incorporated.
Yeah, the other one is
Renewal of franchise.
renewal.
That's very.
Anarang isa.
I don't know if the minority floor leader is satisfied with the performance of Buseco.
That's all, Your Honor.
Sige, so it will be both on June 3.
June 3. The 2 items.
Since it involves the same entity,
Yes.
same company, then those 2 agendas will be tackled during that day.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
What is the concern, our concern about item 4? Is it because Buseco needs our resolution
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
approving or endorsing the renewal of the franchise of Buseco?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, that's it. First is the over and under collection. Ano ba to?
Recovery.
Recovery. Diba? And possible adjustment in the rates. Of the rates. Second is the their request for support from this August body for the renewal of their franchise. I believe it's a 25-year
Yes.
franchise, right?
Yes.
It's a 25-year franchise. So both will be tackled on the session on June 3rd
3rd of June.
during the question hour.
Question hour, Your Honor.
Okay. Any motion to that?
Yes, I move for the
Invitation.
to have them invited in this body, Your Honor.
Okay.
For the 3rd of June.
I think that would be on the committee level lang una, Mr. Chair. Because actually that is only an application for renewal. That is nothing to do with all their services. Unsa ba ang
Yeah,
ilang-
I guess the first item
sa committee.
no
Sa
can be
question
brought in here.
As a
Yeah, for a questions.
Okay.
But the second item,
It's the committee.
yeah, for the committee. If it would be all okay.
Which is the over and under recovery.
Yes, because the first one, paano na adjustment sa ilang rate. So kinahanglan ta. No, pero katong isa nga rin nyo, katong sa ilang need silang resolution for the endorsement.
Okay.
Yes.
If that is the case, then let's put both of it sa kwan na lang, sa committee level,
Okay.
sa
Sige.
committee hearing.
Okay.
On that day. Sige. Ano lang.
Okay. So on the third of June,
June 3, June 3 committee hearing.
committee hearing both items.
For both items.
Yes.
What time do you prefer, Honorable Anahon?
Maybe 9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so there's a motion for the
So yes, I move for to have a committee meeting in this regarding this matter. Both.
for both agenda.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And the second, motion approved.
Thank you.
June
Your
3rd, Mr. Secretary, please make the necessary invitation and invite the concerned individuals.
This is noted, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, and since this is a renewal, perhaps you could invite renewal of their franchise. So you could invite the LGU, so perhaps the kung sa ilang mga concerns nila about Buseco. I am sure there are hundreds. Diba? Yeah, the 11 LGUs, Malay-Balay up north. Tanan nga mga franchise give the invitation to the office of the mayor, of the mayors, so that we will hear also ang ilang mga concerns nila. Because we cannot just endorse without giving due respect to the opinions of the mayors, the municipal mayors, and the city mayor of Balay-Balay City. Basta na sila yung mga concern na gusto nila ipaabot. Diba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Please give them invitation for the mayor or their representative to appear before this August body for the committee hearing.
Yes,
Okay?
Mr. Chair.
Okay na, Honorable Unahon? The Honorable Rosal. Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Chairman, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Other communication, Mr. Chairman, item number 9. Pwede na to ma-invite, Mr. Chairman, si Engineer Manggubat. Kaya naman ko siya gipangayo na resolution adopting number 16-2024, no? Entitled approving the update programs, project activities and fund allocation under the fiscal year 2025 peace and order and public safety past plan in the province of Bukidnon. Naman ko siguro mga query ni atong mga colleagues, no? Gamay raman siguro ni Mr. Chairman, pwede na to ma-invite next session. Kay karon ta to wala man sila. Kuan pa man January pa man Mr. Chairman, no? Gi-endorse sa atong director DLG. Engineer Manggubat.
Engineer Manggubat. This is with the matter regarding
PAPS plan.
PAPS plan.
Year
Peace and Order Public Safety Plan.
Year 2025.
2025. Okay. When would you like to have him invited? During the question hour?
Next question hour.
Question hour for next week. So after the DPWH. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Rosal. So, Mr. Secretary, please invite Honorable our good Provincial Planning Officer, Engineer Manggubat,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
for to explain to us about the queries of Honorable Rosal regarding the PAPS plan of 2025.
Yes, Mr. Chair, noted.
Any items in particular about the PAPS plan you would like to para maka-prepare sa daan? Any item regarding the PAPS plan or just the PAPS plan, the whole PAPS plan?
The plan itself.
The plan itself.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's generally about the PAPS plan, not
Yeah.
any particular
Supposedly,
item.
Honorable Chairman, just
Okay.
rejoinder lang. Because they were supposedly present to us regarding the plan today, it seems that the request of our governor is very urgent for that matter because it has already been, I think, downloaded to this system since January pa. And then ang problema sila because the communication was already been sent to us, Mr. Chair. So supposedly they will be presenting to us this to this session this afternoon, Mr. Chair. Pero wala kuno dia absent ang present nako. Sige.
Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. First, Your Honor, under communication, number 5, the reply I just want to request the secretary to send copies to Don Carlos Sur for the reference of the reply from DNR Manila ba ni or Cagayan de Oro City, Region 10, for the reference. Thank you. And Your Honor, another committee report. I want to have a committee report again regarding the veto message of the governor regarding my ordinance, an ordinance establishing the annual educator summit in the province of Bukidnon. I would like to request for a committee meeting dito na lang sa May 26. And yes, sa Monday by 9 o'clock in the morning. And again, may I request the presence of Division of Bukidnon, Division of Malaybalay, Division of Valencia, of the representatives, the Federation PTA President under Dr. Rolin Sumuoy, the Budget Officer, and the Legal Officer. That's all for...
When would you like to
Yeah.
have it?
By May 26, Your Honor. Monday.
Monday.
The committee members of the Committee on Education.
Members of the Committee on Education. Okay, so when is it, ma'am?
On May 26,
May
26, next Monday.
May next Monday.
Yeah.
Monday.
Sa Monday.
Okay, okay.
May I know the time?
9 o'clock, sir. 9 to 9:30 lang. 9:30.
So who are the members of the Committee on Education? Honorable Casinabe, Honorable Pipito, Honorable Alvarez, Honorable Rosal, Honorable Linas, and Honorable Beltran. So your presence is requested.
Another request, Your Honor, ituloy-tuloy na lang nako.
Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
After sa educators, then the proposed ordinance number 089 regarding an ordinance prohibiting online sexual abuse and exploitation of children o SAE and child sexual abuse or exploitation material CSAM. Pwede ba nako i-send na lang nako ang guest invited kay kwaon pa nako ang mga PNP members nga concerned ani. Of course, one of the employee from DILG. I-send na lang nako, sir. Who will to be invited for the committee meeting?
May I know what time, Madam Chair?
Mga 1 o'clock. Monday. Ako na lang isagad-sagad. This is under Committee on Women and Family Relations.
Women and Family Relations. Who are the members of the Committee on Women and Family Relations? Wala man akong listahan. Who are the members? Oh, Honorable Kasinabe, Rosal Alvarez, Dinlayan, Balansag, Linas, and Beltran. Your presence is requested.
Your presence is badly needed.
Badly needed. So don't be bad.
Thank you,
Don't be
Mr.
absent.
Chairman.
Thank you, Honorable Kasinabe. Any other? Yes, Majority Floor Leader.
Just a clarification lang on May 28 ba to sa Wednesday? Unsa to ato ang meeting gani in the Committee on Laws and Public Utilities?
Wednesday? Tuesday?
Wednesday na? May 28 ba to, no? Kuya Lar? 28 ba to? Kitsa man, Committee on
Environment.
muna siya katuminahan?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Atong barangay gilang-gilang
Minahan.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kunyang imhot, June 3. Dili. Sa time na lang ka na to na siya ko anon. Ang ako mas 10 o'clock in the morning din ang imuha on 28 sa 8:30. Okay ra? Sige. Para nga dili na ka dito sa June. So 8:30, 10 o'clock ang ako Okay ra sa imo? Or 8:30 ko? Lagi 8:30. Can we have that scheduled on June 3 ba to imo Kuya Lar, no? Instead of June 3 sa ano na lang sa May 28 at 8:30 in the morning, tapos sa Committee on Environmental Protection on 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay? So
Okay.
moving for that amendment of our schedule, Mr. Chair.
In a second. Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable Dinlayan. Very ready with
Thank you,
my-
Mr. Chairman.
my
I would
story.
like to remind the Secretary for the proposed resolution of tagline, proposed ordinance for the tagline of the province of Bukidnon, which is under the Committee of Tourism or Committee of Laws. So,
Mr. Chair,
Yes, go ahead.
actually, Mr. Chairman, it was referred to the Committee on Laws, but it seems that the Committee on Tourism, they have scheduled meeting and it was, karon sa ito?
2 months, 3 months naman tingali.
Hindi, karon sa to gani inang Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. I think for that purpose siguro, I think, Mr. Chair, only one item should be included in the Committee on Tourism, Mr. Chairman, regarding on the tagline. Kay tanan magit siguro na mga tourism officers, I think they will be invited.
Oo.
Pwede na to na isingit dito, Mr. Chair.
Yes. I'm
For the
amenable to
tagline,
that.
only the tagline.
So there will be two matters now. The
In the-
tagline.
Yeah.
First is the amendment.
And the second, the tagline.
And second is the tagline.
Yeah, para mausan lang
Okay.
siguro because
Yeah, but let that be included in the invitation para dili sila makuratan
yeah.
nga.
So I move
Lade
also
sa
that
topic.
can I have this motion, Mr. Chairman, to take on the table,
Even June.
Mr. Chairman?
June?
Yeah, sa June na. Dili, karon na, May.
Karon lang, God.
Next session.
Next session. May,
Next session or next committee hearing?
katong committee hearing sa katong kwan.
Katong sa tourism
Yeah.
schedule.
Katong sa tourism. So karon sa na siya?
2 items will be taken up.
Ang pizza na, May Mr. Secretary,
27, Mr. Chair.
May 27. Next.
May 27.
Yes.
Committee.
Committee, ha?
So I would like also to request, Mr. Chair, that my consultant for that purpose, Mr. Chair, will be invited also.
Sorry, the
consultant for that purpose. Si Dr. Lorenzo Dinlayan. He will be the one to explain.
Tagline.
Yeah.
Lagi kay naman to sa katagline ko nga imo pay Bukidnon pay imo. May mga tagline na namin to.
Barangay Bukidnon.
Barangay
Bawang to Barangay ba to?
Maragway, Maramag.
Beautiful Bukidnon.
Manyag
Manyag
Manyag,
po sa
Maramag.
Kamaramag.
Maragway, Bukidnon.
Barangay.
Sige, sige.
So that will be on
The
next
27.
27. Okay.
Okay na?
So okay na.
And
the second, Mr. Chair, is I would like also to revive my proposed ordinance, particularly on that feedback management, which was being tabled or
Feedback.
laid on the table, Mr. Chair. Proposed ordinance for the feedback management.
Feedback management.
Yeah. Murag sa civil service na siya nga ako, no?
It's related to the ease of doing business law.
Yeah. Pero that is different also from ease of doing business. Lain siya na siya. Lain siya itong ARTA.
Lahat po itong arta.
Katong anti-red tape, no? That's also one different. Pero similar lang ilang purpose. Pero different sa ilang
So you are proposing a
an
an ordinance related
Unya
to
nanay na Mr. Chair, nanay na approve during our I do not remember pero namatiyas ko sa record sa municipality of certain municipality din sa Bukidnon nga na kung na approve na. So muna ang akong president nga can be pushed through because of that what president to the chair. Na nanay na approve ng feedback management sa pero I think we have the record, Mr. Chair, through a committee report.
Okay.
Ato lang scan sa atong record, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
If possible, o kung
Yeah, but it's laid on the
under
table.
sa committee on laws,
Laws.
tingali na, no?
Yes.
On laws, we can schedule that even before sa by June na.
Sige.
Kaya murag loaded naman atong
So I
schedule.
think
Yeah, I'm just curious. A query from the chair. Why was it tabled in the first place?
I don't know what was the basis of
actually we are
the
still waiting
manifestation
for
of
the submission. The first subject matter that the gentleman coming from the second district, Mr. Chairman, I think the very reason for that is for the submission of all the tourism officers to submit their
No.
No.
I think he's talking about
Live
the
feedback management.
feedback management.
feedback management.
Yeah. Why was it
I don't
tabled
know
in
what
the
was
first
the
place?
statement of Santo because he was the one who make the manifestation. He made a manifestation what is that for that particular matter. So
Why,
I think we have
Honorable?
the record, Mr. Chair. You can
Okay. Can you
represent
please
the
check?
secretary.
Yeah. Can you please check which committee was it referred to, and then perhaps out of session you can discuss it with the chair of the committee for it to be revived,
Committee on
and-
Laws
and perhaps
or Civil Service.
Civil service mo siguro to.
civil service. That's Honorable Pipito. Yeah.
Wala to sa
I
imo.
do not know.
Oh.
Sige.
Siguro
we
gina.
will check,
Oh,
we will check.
dili na matrace, no? So, Mr. Secretary, can you please trace it? And then whoever's committee it was, whichever
Referred.
committee was it was referred to, please come up with a committee report. Ba? Pag committee report na lang mo, whether it's
Will fall
void
under
or
the
kwan siya, no?
under the
Oh,
Civil
diba?
Service.
O move or disapprove ba siya? Subject to further amendments? Ala lang. So please, okay, Mr. Secretary, please dig up the ordinance of Honorable Dinlayan,
Yes,
the
Mr. Chair.
feedback
Mechanism, I believe.
Feedback management
management ordinance.
Ordinance.
no, and which kung kinsa na refer, and please call the attention of the board member to whom it was referred to
Yes,
para nga
Mr. Chair.
magmuhat na og committee report.
Sige.
When was that passed, honorable sir?
No.
Dugay na gid, nakalimot na gud si Kwan.
Dugay na.
Wala pa gid na aksyonan in town.
2024.
2024. Oh,
Murag December or I don't know.
yeah. Diba? That's a long time.
Pero
Sige.
okay.
Okay, sir.
So,
We'll have it checked.
Mr. Chair.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we'll have it checked.
Mr. Chairman, for the first concern of the Honorable Board Member Dinlayan, Mr. Chairman, regarding on the tourism tagline, the ordinance that he has made proposed ordinance. So I think I move, Mr. Chairman, that item be take from the table, and that will be included in the unfinished business of next session, Mr. Chair. Huh? Actually, gilaid on the table na ko to siya sa una. Yes. That's why it was laid on the table for the very reason that all the tourism officers, Mr. Chairman, will pass their taglines. And even right after that one, wala pa man sila gipasa. So I think this will be more, I think, appropriate siguro for us to discuss on that matter regarding on the committee hearing that will be set on the next Tuesday, Mr. Chair. So that's why for this representation, Mr. Chairman, I move that the item be taken from the table and to be included in the finished business of the next order of business in the next section, Mr. Chair.
May I suggest, Mr. Chair, that only just after the committee meeting, the output of which shall be reported in the unfinished business as part.
The committee has to be.
But how can we discuss nga wala pa'y ordinance nga ilang guide basis for them to discuss on the committee level? So it should be really take from the table and to present to them that this is the proposed ordinance for them to discuss in the committee member on the committee hearing on the next Tuesday.
Was it not already referred to the committee?
Yes, it was referred. That's why it was laid on the table, Mr. Chair. For
The tagline?
Yes, the
The
tagline.
tagline? So
In
that
fact,
is,
Mr. Chairman, Honorable Pipito is very much aware of that. Since he was also proposing for that imo pa'y Bukidnon pa'y imo. Yeah, I remember that, right, Mr. Chair. That's why I laid that item on the table for all the tourism officers will submit for the tagline. So that
Yes.
we will consolidate all those taglines
Okay,
and present
okay.
it to the committee.
Okay, so it was referred to the committee, and a committee hearing
Conducted next Tuesday.
Is to be
will still
scheduled
have to
from-
be conducted
Yeah.
before we will have it revived in the
Our records.
unfinished business.
Sige.
Di ba?
Sige.
Yes.
Para dili maklag ang ato ang atong agenda nato.
Sige.
So, Mr. Chair,
But I would like also to stress this to the Secretary, Mr. Chairman, that they will be provided for that proposed ordinance. Can you recall that
Yes, Mr. Chair.
ordinance? Sige, okay.
We'll provide copies for the
Sige.
committee members.
So long as the committee have their own guide for them to have that tagline.
Yeah, of course, they will be provided
Sige.
with the agenda of the meeting.
Sige.
They will be provided with the agenda
And
of
also for that
the
ordinance.
committee
Mr.
hearing, I mean.
Yeah. For that
A
proposed
copy of the ordinance and a copy of the amendment to
Sige.
the as introduced by the minority floor leader.
Okay.
So, Mr.
Thank you.
Chair, I would like also to propose that will be also co-sponsored by all the members of the Sangguniang, including, co-authored by all the Sangguniang, including the Vice Governor, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, you can introduce the amendment once it is presented again to this August body.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you for that offer, Honorable Dinlayan. Any other? Yes, Honorable Kasinabe.
I have suggestions. We will not only limited to the tourism officers sa ilang mga tagline. What if we will open it to the public? Pareha ba sa to ang kaamulan team ba? Public kay the idea will come out daghan kaayo na dayon mga suggestions. Nga na ba? Kay if we will only limit to tourism officers, pila raman ka tourism officers? 22. 20 municipalities and 2 cities. What if kung sa public, i-open na to? Kasi
Yeah.
daghan pa ideas from the public.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Chair, that would be a good idea. But first, we have that idea nga i-open. Pero during magud sa atong committee hearing, pwede daghanan na itong invite. Muna nga, mag-start sa ta dito nga level. Let the committee determine for them kung unsa po ang ilang recommendations. I think that an observation of Gentle Lady, Mr. Chairman, very siguro kana bang applicable sa tanan kay since this is our tagline, the whole province Bukidnon. But we'll start it on the committee, Mr. Chair. So let the committee determine for them also. Then i-present din sa to so that we can have our interjections of some ideas siguro. Consolidation of all those ideas. That's why muna akong gilid of the table, Mr. Chairman. Muna purpose ginagong gilid on the table.
Okay. I believe the Honorable Din Lion wants to have an inclusive approach, no, to coming up with the tagline. And I think he does not have any objection to that. Doesn't have any objection to that. So it's duly noted. Thank you for that suggestion, Honorable Kasinabi, and it will be, for sure, it will be open during the committee hearing. I think you're a member of the committee, right? Yeah. Yeah, you are. You're a member. You're a member. Okay. So any other comments? Secretary's time. Okay. So no board members, ha? Wala like one. You've been given more than enough. Okay,
Thank you,
Secretary.
Mr. Chair. As per instruction last issue, Mr. Chair, we have made a representation to the Office of the Provincial Administrator with regard to our preparation for inaugural and oath-taking ceremony for the newly elected officials in the province of Bukidnon, and the local chief executive is inclined, Mr. Chair, to have a joint inaugural and joint session, Mr. Chair. And
Inaugural joint session.
oath-taking ceremony.
Oath-taking.
Inaugural.
Just like what we did the last time.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
2022.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
And there's a tentative schedule that could be either June 27 or June 30, subject to the confirmation from the provincial governor, Mr. Chair.
June 27.
Yes, Mr. Chair. There are two choices, Mr. Chair, either June 27 or June 30.
Yeah, I'm amenable to either of those two.
Yeah.
But I will be out of the country until the 24th.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have already provided a pattern program during our last oath-taking, and it's handed over to them already, Mr. Chair.
Yeah. Gwapo man to. Okay man to nga program. The last time.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay man to.
Thank you. So that is so far our announcement, Mr. Chair, details of which will be informed on the
Yeah,
later
before you know it,
sessions.
June na. So better coordinate
follow-up.
with the Kwan and have a special committee for Kwan for that
Yes.
purpose.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Para matakol na. Okay. Sino mga Kwan na sa then we might have, of course, invited guests for one Senator Migs, di ba?
Most
So
welcome.
all the representatives will
Yes.
be here,
All-
including our very own Swerte party list. Di ba? Let's invite Congresswoman Arlene Ayon
Yes, Mr. Chair.
to also take her during that time.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ang second nominee, he will hold the microphone. The Bible. Partyless.
And
Partyless.
during the previous oath-taking ceremony, Mr. Chair, we have also included inviting the mayors and vice mayors, Mr.
Yeah,
Chair.
mayors and vice mayors. Yeah, yes. And heads and of national offices also.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And the families, of course. Diba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Let's do exactly what we did the last time. Only this time, not a party list.
Yes.
Ano lang.
Na,
Wala, mag-lunch daan.
natoy lunch. Kanto, hybrid to Mr. Chair,
Sure.
natoy.
No problem. Everyone is invited,
Mm.
especially the board members and their families. Yeah, sure. Okay ra. It's already a tradition na nada sa taas. Oh. Sige. Asa nga taas? Dito o dire? Dire. Okay. Sige. Okay. Are you done?
That is so far, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much.
Okay. So before we end this regular session, here's a story by Zig Ziglar, and it's entitled "The Push of Motivation." The Push of Motivation. There was this very rich Texan who threw a big Texas bash for his daughter. Now he was a very rich Texan with tens of thousands of acres of land, thousands of cattle, hundreds of producing oil wells, a large 29-room mansion with a swimming pool and a beautiful young daughter. For this party, he invited all the eligible young men he knew to meet his daughter. After the party had been going on for some time, he called everyone out to the pool for an announcement. He lined up all the young men at one end of the Olympic-sized pool, which he had filled with snakes and alligators, and said, "To the first one of you who jumps into the pool and swims to the other end, I will give the choice of $1 million, 1,000 acres of choice land, or the hand of my daughter in marriage. What I want, sir, is to know the name of the person who pushed me into the pool." With that, Majority Floor Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move for the adjournment of our regular session.
The 138th regular session is hereby adjourned.